Hey guys, it's been a while. Yeah, I know. Feels like it's been a while. Feels like it's been simultaneously as long and not nearly as long as what it's actually been, but really it's been like, what, a little over 2 months? That means like we've missed virtually all of March and the entirety of February, but a lot has happened in the time, and let's take a moment. Let's talk about it, right? Um, I mean, I've missed you guys. Let me just start with that. Let me just tell you how grateful I am that you know the longing. It's like weeds. Like the more time that passes, the more it grows. And every single day, for the most part, that I've been away, I've considered like what it's going to feel like to come back, and I'm just grateful to be able to do so. And it's just a weird feeling. It's kind of like a I don't know how to describe it. It's like a I don't have the words. Maybe it's something like it's kind of like a euphoria, but not quite a euphoria, like a strange euphoria, finally being back. But I'm grateful that the time for waiting, at least for right now, is over, and we get to share some time together. I say a lot has happened, but really, I just kind of want to get that out of the way first. I've seen people who still come around. I find it strange that my last video did manage to gain like quite a few views without me doing much else in terms of it. And it's kind of like to see that like the channel keeps going even without me around to pilot it. It just feels very cool. Like seeing that I think I got like 20 views or something like that. So like it's great to know that there's people who you know you're still noticed even when you don't have the time to notice how much you're noticed. It sounds ungrateful in a sense, but it also sounds kind of cool also. But enough with that type of prattling, I guess. Let's address the bigger things that have occurred in my absence. The big thing was I was hoping to have much bigger news today. I alluded to it with a post that I made um, middle of last week, give or take. So let's address the elephant in the room. So my brother and I were in the process of getting laptops in order to make things better. Basically, the laptop that I had hinted at in the past, I seen it was on sale. It was through Walmart, but it looked like it was gonna be pretty good. And I let the hype override my reason, and I placed in the order, and everything was great. It felt great. Like I was just whew, all hyped on it. It was going to be a fantastic day when I got that. But something felt weird. Something felt a little bit off about it. I felt like I had sold myself short. I didn't do the proper research, and it warranted a second look. So I gave it a second look, and every red flag imaginable was there, and I felt so bad because there's like a level of guilt that I feel like I somewhat pushed my brother into getting this laptop. And I'm not saying he got it entirely because I told him to get it. No, I mean he's his own person, but I do feel like I did create a bit of existential pressure to get him to I basically sold it more or less. I guess I could say that. Like I have the guilt for like selling it, for playing it up, for making it seem like it was gonna be like really really cool. And he got it, and then it was like a roundabout pressure type of thing where I sold it so hard, and then he got it, and then when he got it, I felt like I had to get it too. It was gonna be a cool surprise. It was gonna be a surprise for you guys. It was gonna be a surprise for me. It was gonna be an amazing thing. I was going to come back harder than ever. Just be like, hey guys, we're going to have like higher quality. We're going to be churning out more videos. We're going to be able to stream more. We're going to switch from not just the Switch 2, but also we're going to do some PlayStation 4 and stuff like that, or maybe some computer games. It was going to be awesome. But then I looked up all the information regarding this vendor, and it wasn't like my hope immediately bottomed out. I was high on cope. Like my copium was through the roof. I felt like maybe, maybe I'm just overselling the bad part of this, and I could be wrong. Like that's one of it's such a humbling sense of hope when you say like it looks bad, but I could just be wrong, right? I could just be wrong about this. Here's the problem though. Every single day, I had a new suspicion. I looked it up to verify my suspicion, and it kept doubling down. So, like, first thing I looked at, I was like, all right, let me look at the information, and it was sketchy as all crap. Like, the guy's contact information was, um, like, it was like a house on a part of, it over towards, like, I think it was like the Dallas area. But then, like, the phone number is like a California number, I think, or accurate. It was just like it was all over the place. And one thing that quickly as a red flag in my head when it comes to professionalism, lowercase letters. He had some lowercase letters on his information, so I just immediately didn't trust that. But be hopeful, right? Be hopeful. Just ignore it. It's fine. And then when it shipped like 2-3 days later, and it said it like came from like what was it? It came from I think California, and then it went to Iowa or something like that, or Wisconsin, something like that, and then it started heading south from there. So I looked up the information on the laptop, and it said the package that was being shipped, the dimensions, as in like the height, width, and length, easily could fit a laptop in it. In fact, they could fit 3 of these laptops inside this box that they had. So it was like, okay, the box technically could have it. So like that's all right. But the weight of the box that was sent was wrong. So the laptop by itself is estimated at about 4.85 pounds, which I believe is like, I think it said it was like 2.20, like 2.25 kilograms or something like that. I don't know. Like I'm trying to be more friendly to my metric hombres, but essentially that's what it is. But the dimensions from FedEx that had sent it said it was 4.7 pounds, so it was a little bit smaller, small enough that I felt perhaps maybe they simply made a mistake. It was, I think the box was in inches, 19 by 13 by 13, but the laptop definitely could have fit in that, but the weight was off by a smidge. That doesn't account for a charging cable or anything like that, but maybe it was just off. It'll correct itself. It passed various checkpoints, and the weight didn't change, but perhaps still, it's just a clerical error, right? So I try not to let it get to me. It got delayed due to the that weather phenomena, the cold front that was going up the central part of the country, but then eventually it found its way all the way to the Houston area, I believe, and it was kind of a wait and see type of thing. But while it was there, my brother, to say he got his package would be inaccurate. His package was marked as delivered. We looked at the picture. Mind you, he got the exact same thing as me, but because I was trying to surprise him, I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag that I got the same laptop. I wasn't keeping an eye on his tracking number for all of his information and whatnot, but it's safe to say that his package was also not the ideal size for a laptop. In fact, when he didn't get it, essentially, when it was marked as delivered, they sent a picture, and I looked up his information after the fact when the cat was out of the bag, and yeah, it was a elongated 92-pound box. Like I don't even know what they sent in there. I don't know what would weigh 92 pounds. It was such a ridiculous thing. Like I feel like whatever they shipped for 92 pounds probably cost like a fraction of what the laptop probably cost. But I guess it doesn't really matter because they got 600 bucks for free. But like it was ridiculous, and yeah, that was uh, uh, that was pretty much like the killer right there. Like once that happened, I was like 100% certain I got scammed, and there's no way to convince me otherwise. But whatever, we'll wait for the ending. The credits will roll. I won't be surprised. And sure enough, 2 days later, my package marked as delivered. Mine was funkier because, like I said, I could fit a laptop inside the box that was shipped, but it was a little bit smaller than what a laptop would be. But it was sent to a lobby of an apartment building, which I'm like, okay, wow, that's weird. But the key being that it wasn't sent to the correct place, and thus completed the scam saga. And to help you guys understand how it works, essentially it's this. Oh, let me explain something else. Let me rewind it. I called FedEx while I was waiting for it to be delivered, just because like I was under the belief. I don't know if it's FedEx that does it also, or if it's somebody else that does it. But when you have a package sent to you, if the package is sent to an address and a contact that matches your profile on FedEx, or at least something like that, if you put in the tracking number on the FedEx app or their website when you logged in, it'll give you the exact details as to when and where to expect it, because you've verified more or less like all the important credentials to say it's you. I didn't have this option, so I was kind of curious. I contacted FedEx and I said, "Can you tell me where this package is going?" And they said, oh, basically, they could only tell me, like, they could only yes or no. They could only confirm what I already know. So if I tell them the name, the address, the all that stuff, if I tell them all this stuff, they can say yes or no to these things. So I gave them my street address, my street number, my state, my zip code, my city, all these things. I gave all these things, and they came back with, "Well, Mr. Atlashine, the city and zip code are correct, but the street name and number are incorrect." So I was like, that was the first, like that was an orange flag, not even a yellow, an orange flag. Like, okay, I tried to quell my concerns and say, well, you know what, maybe I'm just feeding too much into it. Maybe their system doesn't do this. I'm confusing them. Maybe it's the post office or UPS that does otherwise. But I I took that with stride, and I was like, all right, we'll see. So when it came in to the wrong address, there's really no surprise there. So let me explain how it works. You order the thing online, you make your payment, and then they ship it out. The scammer ships the item to your name and to your zip code and all that stuff, but they don't send it to your house. And the whole reasoning behind this is it makes it extraordinarily difficult for you to claim that you didn't get it or stuff. Like basically, they're playing to all the technicalities of the system. So when you say, "Hey, I didn't get my package," they turn around and say, "Well, it was sent to the right place," and they have that proof. They say it made it to, whatever city and what part of the country or wherever you live, and that's their argument. And basically, it comes down to like, how are you going to prove otherwise that you didn't get it at that point? And yeah, so what ended up happening was I then contacted Walmart about a refund, like the refund process. But here's the problem: on their end, the item was marked as delivered, and so if I want a refund, I can't do a refund. I have to do a return. I have to bring the item back and explain to them why I don't want it. But I never got the item, and so it's just this really weird roundabout thing that makes it extraordinarily difficult for you to actually, get your stuff back. It's just more inconvenient than it needs to be, and you're just kind of stuck. So I'm now at a point where it's just like, okay, well, what do I do, right? So I contacted them, Walmart that is, and first off, like calling them is a waste of your time. I'll tell you that right now. Calling them is a waste of your time. Like Walmart, it's a cool company, but what happens is if you call them, they have AI answer the phone, which AI is great for a lot of things. It's not great for problem resolution. It's the quick way to put it, because if basically the AI can only do what the AI does, and beyond that, it has no actual things. And so I called it, and I said, "Hey, give me a refund," and it said, worse than nothing. It said, "I actually can't perform the refund," and I was kind of stuck in a situation. I was like, okay, cool. I mean, I can't get my money back. That sucks. So then I went to the app and complained there, and I got a hold of a real person. And basically, at that point, they allegedly, I won't know until I actually get the money, allegedly issued the refund. So we'll find out in, I think they said 10 business days, if I actually get a full refund or not. Well, who really knows? But ideally, if that's the case, if not, I'm out. It's like $650, which was basically like it was me trying to invest into the future of the channel from my own hard-earned money, and yeah, that's where I got. And that's pretty much the last 2 weeks in a nutshell for me. I mean, this explained the entire timeline of my hiatus way, but that's that. And the fact that it happened to my brother also like really sucks. I feel like a lot of guilt for that one, but uh, it's just it's a gross feeling. I pray that nobody has to go through that, but that's where we're at. But clearly, it's not the end of the world, right? I can still record. Obviously, my ability to record isn't at its best. I'm honestly right now I'm looking at it recording, and I kind of feel like maybe it's good, maybe it's I don't know. But I mean, is it the quality of the recordings that brings us together, or is it the quality of the time spent? I love you guys. I appreciate being able to spend this time with you guys. So I'll try to do a little bit more uploads. I have a different philosophy that I'm going to try to implement moving forward, which is basically instead of trying to be what I think the algorithm wants me to be, I'm just going to be me and play the games that I enjoy playing. And it is what it is. I mean, I don't think anybody's coming for a specific game in the first place. Like, if I say, I'm thinking about playing Warframe, I'll have people who are just like, yeah, we should go play Warframe. Yeah, well, that's great. If I say, you know what, I think we're going to play Minecraft. There's the people who are like, oh, yeah, you should build something cool in Minecraft. And it's like, it's all about the time spent, right? So that's going to be my philosophy. I'm going to probably revamp the channel again. Not too much, just kind of change the background and whatnot. It's a rock lady, but we'll just get to a point where basically I'm going to play whatever seems fun at the time. It's going to serve as the B-roll, and we're just going to just keep having fun. Maybe I will address like any particular game, talk about the game. Like, pretty much every episode is going to be like, maybe I'll talk about the game, maybe I'll talk about whatever, right? No problem. Happy birthday, Fauna. But we just kind of play whatever and just kind of get stuff out there, and I'll try to provide maybe at least some commentary regarding whatever it is that I'm playing. Let me see something real quick. Do do do. Properties. Yep. I just realized this entire time that the game noise was I did not reset that, so haha. There's been no. I mean, it's just background noise, but still. Um, Realizing that I hadn't even turned on OBS in the past like 2 months, so my bad. Working on that. But with that, big changes that I wish to show. Like basically, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to record myself doing the Minecraft not let's plays, but like as I work on the Super City in my Minecraft game, I'm going to try to maybe like record some of my building projects so I can share those with you guys so you to take a look at the type of things that I build in my spare time with my family. I've been in the process of trying to redesign a lot of the things while also like trying to upgrade. Oh, 7 and 8 are empty. That's different. Norma's here. And Pudge. Cool. Huh. I thought it would be full, but it's what it is. But yeah, try to share those things with you. Also, the update, Warcraft for the Warcraft. Oof. I mixed two games together and made a totally different game that actually exists. No, I don't play Warcraft. Warframe for the Nintendo Switch 2 has come out, and long story short, it looks amazing. It's really, really great graphics. I'm sorry that I don't have the best recording right now to showcase that, but we will try to go through some of that stuff, basically. Spoiler alert, I have been playing a lot of Warframe in my hiatus, and I am now, I think it was like Mastery 27 last time I went live on Warframe, and currently I am Mastery Legendary 1, allegedly. No. I had fun with that. The new Folly game mode I got to test out. I might put some of that on a B-roll for Warframe. It was actually pretty cool. But just trying to, just kind of go through everything in Warframe and just kind of show off just all those different things that they have in the game now. You can go with me on my hunts for trying to get things. Like I said, like I need to get like the Folly stuff, so I'll probably record myself doing Folly's hunt, trying to get the whole setup for that. That does not look good. Trying to get her unlocked and all that fun stuff, and I think we can have a really good time with that too. It won't be so bad. Wow, that is cheesy. Oh, that's so cheesy. But yeah, I think we can have a lot of fun with all that. That is ridiculous. Whatever, that's what we're running with. Probably not the best pants, but we'll do it. In fact, we'll even wear it too. Uh huh. Are you there, pretty mobile? But yeah, we can enjoy those things as well as other things. I'm going to try to do some retro Let's Plays, stuff like that. Just basically, I'm going to try to remember to talk to you guys more often, let you guys know what's going on. Meanwhile, we'll just play whatever. Who knows? Maybe that'll be what we use to spark conversation, get to know all the different things that are happening. Enjoy a lot of fun with that. I think it'll be great. I look forward to being able to spend all that time and hopefully growing. If and when I do get the refund, I hope I will, but I'll be quite honest, I'm not super enthusiastic about it happening. Call me pessimistic, but can you blame somebody who was burned once already? Like if you just got scammed out of $600 something, do you have a lot of confidence that someone's going to offer you that refund that you desire? It's hard to say so, but we'll see if that actually happens or not. But that's neither here nor there. It could happen. It might not happen. Only time will tell. But we are going to try to do it. I must say, I will admit right now, uploads may be a little bit more inconsistent. That's the flower or bushes for the month. They may be a little bit more inconsistent, but I am going to try to still get them out there in whatever time that they come out. And yeah, that's pretty much everything to catch up on with you guys. Again, thank you so much for all the time that you show, for your concern, for you guys, keeping me in your thoughts, hopefully in your prayers, and just kind of being patient through the whole thing. It's been rough. There's been ups, there's been downs, and in the end, it's just kind of taking it with strides, as they say in that one movie. You got to take the crookeds with the straights, and I've taken a lot of crookeds recently, so I'm hoping that we can get this ship going straight and overcome whatever this funk is and kind of get things out there. I'd say our island here is, for the most part, looks like it's pretty done outside of here's or there's. We got a little carnival area as well as get some flowers for Renee or Bianca, but it's a good looking island. I'm happy with it. But yeah, if there's any particular game that you guys are interested in seeing me play, my only issue is I don't play Roblox. If you ever ask me to play Roblox, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say no. But I am not disrespectful enough not to tell you no a second time. I just have my own personal philosophy against that game. But pretty much anything else is on the table. I may play some Minecraft, some Warframe, some retro games, some Fortnite, just whatever games come along. And if maybe in the future we do manage to get that refund and we can play some, get the laptop going. There's a bunch of games I'd like to play on my laptop if I got one, as well as being able to take it and record on the PlayStation 4 as well. Either that, so like games like maybe Marvel Rivals or Elden Ring, stuff like that. There's just broadening the horizons. We're not going to put ourselves in the Animal Crossing box entirely, but we will still play it from time to time. But that's just kind of where I'm at mentally. But in the meantime, I'll keep you guys updated on everything and try to upload. I'm not going to set a schedule, but not currently, but I'm going to say I'm going to try to upload more often. But until then, love you guys. God bless. You truly are the best audience in the world. I'm very grateful. All 176 and counting of you guys are absolutely amazing, and we'll bounce back.